A treasured silent film about Abraham Lincoln, thought lost to time, was discovered in Greenport. Jennifer McLogan covers Long Island, and preservationists told her this is film find of the century.
A 16mm print, the only known copy of a more than century-old silent film about Abraham Lincoln, discovered here in the historic film archives of Greenport on Long Island's North Fork.
He almost was pale. He goes, "Joe, I really think we have something now."
Joe Loro's intern was tasked with cataloging some of the 50,000 hours of notable films when he stumbled on history.
These are the cans, the old Kodak cans that the Heart of Lincoln came in.
The Heart of Lincoln's a 64-minute silent film made in 1915 the Library of Congress thought lost to the ages. The film was released 50 years after the 1865 death of Lincoln, also marking 50 years since the end of the Civil War. This is how The Heart of Lincoln was played in the newspapers at the time. Starring Francis Ford, it depicted how Civil War tore families apart.
So this is Francis Ford as Lincoln with his generals. This is the proclamation for volunteers to go to the horrible Civil War that Lincoln had to sign, which he hated to do. Lincoln was the enlightened president. He was the man that had compassion.
Joe Loro's business is to preserve films.
So when we found the Lincoln film, first of all, we cleaned it, and then we scanned it in the highest resolution, so we had a digital record of the film.
Most silent films from the era deteriorated because they were printed on nitrate.
So we caught it before that happened, and the Heart of Lincoln is there forever.
Lincoln's birthday, February 12th, and Loro's already thinking of a present.
The National Archive or the Smithsonian, we would be happy to donate it to them.
From Greenport, Long Island, Jennifer McLogan, CBS News, New York.
Now, the intern is a film preservation student currently working this month at the National Archives, and he called it the find of his life.
The 16mm film that archivist Elliot Kiseleff is loading on his projector appears to be the last surviving copy of a silent film believed lost for roughly 100 years.
With silent films, probably 70% of them are gone.
Joe Loro says this film, in fact, is listed by the Library of Congress among 7,000 lost silent films. But this copy turned up last year among the rusting film cases stored here at Loro's Historic Films Archive in Greenport.
And this is just about the most rewarding outcome you can have, while sifting through old film cans.
Dan Martin is the summer intern from Jamesport who found the film. The film preservation student had been going through boxes of films donated to the archive and left untouched for decades.
He came up with a startled look on his face. He goes, "Joe, I really think we've got something special here."
It was originally titled The Heart of Lincoln, a Universal film first released in 1915. Its director and star was Francis Ford, the older brother of legendary Hollywood director John Ford. The film is in remarkably good shape, and Elliot Kiseleff was able to clean and digitize it so it could never be lost again.
It's like walking into a time machine.
It's a beautiful little sentimental scene.
Joe Loro is now hoping to restore the film and add a score to it so modern audiences can again enjoy the Heart of Lincoln. And as for Dan Martin, his discovery is a reminder no intern's task is too small.
It was very rewarding to, end my internship on this high note. A film like this kind of provides evidence that film history is still being written.
In Greenport, Greg Sergel, News 4 New York.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.